Good morning. It's time for our weekly message. Um, Not a whole lot of new information today, but some clarifying information, I think, that things that came up from our department. I might have to scroll this to the first page. Yeah, so let me just backtrack. Okay, so today is April 6th, Monday, first day of fourth quarter. So there's one piece of information on here that's new, I think. I was able to look at some of your Google Classrooms as you were inviting me to teach all of those hundreds of Google Classrooms, which is great. Thanks for doing that. John Nolan on Thursday informed us that they are working on moving H drives to Google. They are having success with it, but it takes time. So the first Google Drives that'll be moved over will be for any staff that has information on H Drive that they need for CSCs. So they will be receiving, or they probably already did, receive a Google form from John, explaining what they need. And the same thing will happen for other teachers next. It does take a while though, so just if that's something you needed, look for that email from John Nolan. I haven't seen it yet. Third quarter grades. This was something that came up in the questions. So as far as grading, Jen did send out that memo regarding the clarification of third and fourth quarter grades. So I linked that here. But one question that came up specifically was, do incompletes for third quarter change to Fs? And that is not the case. And then you can refer to her message for any further information on that. Instruction this week, this is also from her. Instruction takes place and is in session. School is in session on April 9th and 10th of this week and all of next week. There is no need, another question that came up, there is no need for new instruction on Wednesdays. Wednesdays is that catch-up day where students will be able to dedicate their time to the supports for their work. So again, all of this is very flexible. Obviously, that doesn't have to be on their end exactly on Wednesday, but I'll explain a little more about AIS providers on the coming slide. But Wednesday is kind of a catch-up day for kids, so you do not have to provide new instruction on Wednesdays. Another question that came up, fourth quarter does start today. My message last Monday was incorrect, but I sent that clarifying email a little bit later in the day. So today is the first day of the fourth quarter. And grade reporting will be due this Friday. That's new information from Jen that came out last week. Beginning today, the only valid grades you will see on PowerSchool are P, incomplete, and missing. P for passing, obviously. And a question that came up, we have not received guidance regarding how grades will count for the fourth marking period. And just so you know, the running grade and GPA will not be displayed during this quarter. Also, going back to that slide, grades were shut off on Friday like they always are on the last day of the quarter until your grades are in on this Friday. So AIS instruction questions that came up. AIS providers should not assign additional work unless they are working with students who are in AIS to prepare for a Regents exam. So that's a pretty small number compared to, all of the students that are receiving AIS 6 through 12. For the most part, students are not getting additional work or assignments. The AIS providers who are working with students who maybe are in 10th, 11th, or 12th grade that are no longer in the course but are trying to pass, for the most part, the algebra Regents. So if a student is no longer in algebra, is sitting in AIS to prepare for the algebra Regents, and they know that already, that's where Regents review type work would be assigned. One thing you can absolutely do, I think it's a great idea, is AIS providers can work with classroom teachers to provide students with additional support videos or instruction, whatever it is. It doesn't have to be videos. For example, if students in class are working on solving equations involving rational numbers, the AIS provider can work with a teacher to link some support for the prerequisite skills like adding fractions, subtracting fractions, common denominators, those types of things, integers, operations with integers. So for any subject that you're teaching, really 612, there's going to be prerequisite skills that the AIS provider can help you to locate and add to your Google Classroom. These are some resources that I've received. So I'm not even sure if when you open this, these links are live. That's why I just send them all in the email anyway. So I'll do that again. Western Suffolk BOCES has an online toolkit. It's separated by first by subject, then by grade level. The K2 stuff, the elementary stuff didn't look great to me, but more of the high school stuff. But middle school, you'll see. Go to the high school link because there's some links there. Some stuff that you're already using, I'm sure. Same thing here. Katie DeGregorio prepared a document of instructional tools for remote learning and how to access tutorials, etc. You've been using a lot of these, but they're all in the same place, so I shared that with you. And then the last link here is technology tools that have been purchased by Smithtown or licenses purchased. This has been in the works for this whole school year, this document, and some of the things that have come up actually more in the very beginning of this at-home instruction about the technology tools that were out there. Are we purchasing them? That type of thing. Check this out because there are other tools, or there could be other tools that do the same thing. So the district is being very careful. We spend a lot of money, tens of thousands of dollars on subscriptions. So we don't want to have any redundant subscriptions. So anyway, check this out. It provides you with everything that the district has purchased. If there's anything on there that you'd like, let me know. I'll reach out to the right people, or you can try to, either way, to get license codes or whatever, if that's necessary. All right, and then as always, the questions link is blank right now, so feel free to add your questions. And that's all. Have a great day. Good luck with quarter 4, and let me know if you need anything.